Sacha, let's transition to the U.S. national team. Christian Pulisic having an incredible season so far with AC Milan. He just scored an Olympico goal in a Champions League game. We've been debating this on the pod recently. Where do you think Pulisic ranks right now in the world? Top 50, top 25? Is he the best player in Serie A? Would you call him world class? Put this Christian Pulisic form into context for us.
Okay, wow, that's a lot. World class. But in the moment right now, I'd say he's world class. But in general, I'd say he's a top 50 player in the world. I do think he is the best player in Serie A right now as far as form goes. He's been on fire. Statistics will back that up just with the way he's putting the ball in the back of the net and setting up teammates. I think the challenge is also then to try to lead AC Milan to a Serie A title and success in the Champions League. So those are big expectations, but that's what happens when you play for a big historic club such as AC Milan. And I'm just a fan of him. Listen, his first 5 games with the national team were about my last 5 games with the national team. And even at 17 years old, I could realize just how good he was. And the biggest compliment I could give him back then was that he was so easy to play with, that he understood the game at a really high level. And you could just tell that he had something different than any other American player at that time.
This national team under Pochettino right now, how confident are you? You know, you just mentioned 26 and how important 26 is, and for whether it's for MLS, whether it's for individuals, obviously whether it's for the game in general, and then for this team that we have put so much stock into, and we have talked about how talented they are. How confident are you right now, a year and a half away, and certainly off of the failure of last summer in Copa America, but now under Pochettino going forward, that we are going to see something special and something different come 2026?
I would say I'm not very confident, but I am very optimistic about the group. I think we have to take a step back and realize that maybe our expectations we laid on all these players that were playing at big clubs were maybe a little too grand for some of them. And I don't think they've progressed in the past 3 years as much as we would have hoped. I do think Christian Pulisic is by far and away our most important and best player, and he can carry a team, so far. I think Anthony Robinson has probably been our second best player over the past couple of years and probably second most important player. But we need to see a healthy group, and we need to see guys continue to make steps. Gio Reyna, in my opinion, in the last 2 years has almost taken a step back with how injured he's been. And, being available is a skill, and he is not available. He's not playing at a high level. He's not getting minutes. And this is a player that I think we all believe in, and I'd love to see him get a move to a team where he can continue to progress over the next year, 2 years till we get to 2026. So optimistic, but the expectations I think we had after 2022, I think need to be lowered a bit right now.
Back to Pulisic, did you have an issue with him not playing in that Mexico-friendly? Folks like Alexi, Tim Howard, Casey Keller, not happy with this whole concept of load management. Where do you come down on all that?
Okay, so I don't have a problem with Pulisic not playing in that game. It's a friendly game. It's not important in the grand scheme of things because he is by far our best player. Pochettino knows that. All of us know that. Any game that comes in that's of importance, he's going to be a locked-in starter. Load management, though, I hate it. I hate all the whining about too many games. During my entire career, I just loved that I got a chance to play. If there was a game every 3 days, I was always doing my best to be available, to be selected, to play in that game. So I really don't like this whole thing that has gone on with there are too many games and not enough time off. And I don't know. I just love to see all different types of games. I want to watch it. I wanted to play in them as players. But I don't blame Pulisic and I don't blame Pochettino. We know what we're going to get out of Christian. He is our best player. It's okay to give him a break every once in a while.
Now, just for clarification, if Christian Pulisic was playing in MLS for Inter Miami and played against New England the other day for the best trophy, which would have been Supporters Shield, to secure that, would you be okay if he missed the MLS Cup further on down the line?
We're talking about a friendly game. Come on.
Okay, my friend. Hey, listen, I end all of our interviews with this, and I want you to think about this, but not too much. Give me the best and the worst thing about American soccer. It can be on the field, it can be off the field, it can be small, it can be big, but I'm always interested in asking people like yourself that have been around for a while and have seen a whole lot both on and off the field, what you see and what you think are the best and worst things about American soccer.
Oh man, this is on the spot. Okay, I don't know what the best thing about American soccer now is how much soccer there is on TV. When I was growing up, there was you had to my dad had an illegal cable box where we could watch Serie A and the English Premier League and wake up at 4:30 in the morning or on pay-per-view. You had to pay big money just to watch one game. So I think it's awesome that there is so much soccer on TV in the United States, and it's not just MLS. We've got Premier League, we've got Serie A. You can watch literally almost all the best leagues in the world on TV in America, which is awesome for kids, I think, when they want to look up to something and want to grow up to be something like that. I remember watching VHS tapes as a kid of highlights of games back in the day, which I'm sure you can relate to, Alexi. The worst thing, two for me. No promotion and relegation we don't have in the States. I would love to have that. I think that would be amazing for our professional leagues. And then the other is how much money youth soccer costs in America. As a parent of two kids that play club soccer, I think it is a damn shame how
You like that clip? Well, my State of the Union podcast drops twice a week right here on my very own YouTube page. The only way to stay up to date is to hit that subscribe button down below. Size the day, and see you soon.